Okay, this unboxing is going to be a little different. It's a box of accomplishments, I guess you could say. Stuff, certificates and mementos from past business dealings and the like. Yeah, newspaper articles, that sort of thing. My ex had framed these up for me several years ago. We were still together. Let's see, what do we got here? This is the very beginnings of the store from 1995. I've been open already for a year or two before that, so they took quite a while to get a little open for business thing going. But anyway, regardless, there's me in my fedora and with my cheesy porno mustache. And I think I had a ponytail at the time, so that's probably why I don't have any mullet going there. So that's Colonel Sanders' portrait that hung in some of the Champs locations. They were Colonel Sanders restaurants that you could dine in at, and I picked up, I forget, 8 or 10 of them, something like that. They were pretty cool. And you can see all the advertising and such behind me. That's the front little portion of the front wall, or one of the front walls near the front door. The walls in my shop were jammed floor to ceiling with stuff. Always. There was always advertising on the walls. One thing went up and one thing got sold, something else would go up right away, pretty much. I just was picking that much. Anyway, yeah, so that was kind of the start back in the early 90s, mid-early 90s. And let's see what else. During that time, I employed a couple helpers or employees. They were volunteers, basically doing work experience for the School for the Deaf. So I've got a certificate from them for helping out. Like I said, had them doing some sorting and bagging and pricing and that sort of thing. There's another one from the same thing, dealing with the School for the Deaf. This one here is an article that they did on the store and on toys, on how well vintage toys were selling at the time. You can see my store there again. The interior of all the stuff in there. Lots of stuff. And we got a Pendleton puppet there. It was a really rare puppet. They only made it for 1 year in that configuration, and it looked like the Beatles, which is why they ended up getting sued and had to stop making that particular style puppet. They ended up changing the suit into a Hawaiian outfit, or a Hawaiian shirt and Hawaiian pants and such. So anyway, that was me with my mullet and cheesy mustache. Should have shaved that sucker. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, so that was the shop all jammed up with stuff. And I don't know if you want to read the article, I'll try to focus here, and you can click on pause so you can read it if you want. There you go. Click, click, click. Okay. Hopefully you got enough. So, I ended up moving about 4 years later. And I moved to Corden Avenue and was there a year. And I'd have up to 20, 30, 35 people in my store at any given time in the evenings, especially Friday evenings, Saturday evenings. And wouldn't sell a thing. it was really disappointing. I had the high traffic, but there weren't buyers. They were there to sightsee and spill their gelati and coffee and Slurpees on my carpet. That's basically what I remember from that time. And I ended up subletting the space to a local Italian club who did some Italian gambling and stuff in there, and you can make whatever assumptions you need to by that. Nice people. I had no problems with them. Yeah, so I sublet to them, and they took over the space for the following years. I don't have any photos handy of that space, unfortunately, in this box. I'm sure I have some somewhere, but anyway, yeah, so I moved to Corydon, and in that year on Corydon, I had more theft in a year, more shoplifting than I did for 4 years on Portage and 4 years on King Street downtown. So 8 years, I had less theft than I did for 1 year on Corydon in a very wealthy area. And it wasn't it wasn't tweakers or anything doing the ceiling on Corydon. It was guys in like Gucci suits and little old ladies in $10,000 fur coats. And they had more expensive taste, so they tended to steal higher end stuff. Yeah, it was very sad, actually. Yeah, it seems the rich are stealing more than poor do. Very sad. Anyway, yeah. So from there I moved to from Corydon on to McDermott Avenue, McDermott and King, I should say. While I was still at Portage, that's what this one is, I think. Yeah, this one's from PMP Productions. They were a production company in Alberta that were producing the film In Cold Blood, and it was based on a Truman Capote novel. And I shipped them a lot of stuff, including linoleum, new old stock linoleum from the 30s, 40s, and arborite from the 50s and 40s. They custom made cafe tables out of that arborite, and some stuff they couldn't do without. They would have been really stuck, but they were happy to get the stuff, so I sold them quite a bit of material. Some of it I never saw in the movie. I guess it ended up on the cutting room floor, but I had sold them a juice mix or a juicer, a big 2.5 foot tall industrial orange juicer, and yeah, all you ever saw of it was a blurred image on the back shelf, and it was a $300 mixer or $300 juicer. So it's funny how you can sell some expensive stuff to movies and then never ever see them. There were some cardboard signs that had men's suits on them. You actually saw fairly prominently in the movie as well. They were $10 and $15 signs. They were perfect fodder for one of the shots they were in, though. Anyway, so enough about that. Yeah, so dealt with quite a few movie companies. This is only a few of them that I've dealt with in the past. There was one, yeah, this is one that was a TV miniseries. It was a 4-hour, or what was it? I think a 4-hour miniseries called Category 7 End of the World. And it had some names attached to it. Cameron Dato, Gina Gershwin, Gina Gershon, Shannon Doherty, and Randy Quaid were in it. And I had cheat notes there. That's what you heard, the paper falling there. So, anyway, yeah, they rented and bought a lot of stuff from me when I was on Logan Avenue. This is when I had Scroungers, Salvage, Surplus, and Thrift. I think it was 2005. I think that's when the movie came out, so 2004, 2005. But, yeah, and that's signatures of the staff, not the stars, unfortunately. Let's see. my Better Business Bureau certificates. Paid into them for quite a while. Didn't do me much good, but it's nice to have. People like the fact that you're with the Better Business Bureau. Let's see. And here's another one for a movie when I was on Logan Avenue called Haunting Sarah. Oh, there we go. And it was a TV horror movie based on the book by Lisa Grunwald, I think, and was produced in 2005. It was one of two films that were filmed in my building, or some of the scenes were filmed in the building. They used the basement as one of their main scenes in Haunting Sarah. So if you see basement scenes in that movie, in Haunting Sarah, that's my basement. In my warehouse where they custom made a little area to set up in. It's pretty cool. So it's probably still, that area is probably still built in there too, because we did leave the structure there. Let's see, and then we were having problems. Well, oh no, this isn't problems yet. This is just an article on the store when we had Scroungers Salvage, Surplus and Thrift, or when I had Scroungers Salvage, Surplus and Thrift. Don't know why I'm saying we, but I had volunteers then that worked for me and did a lot of sorting and such, and in exchange they could take what they wanted for themselves. So yeah, we had quite a bit of cool stuff in there. That was a 10,000 square foot warehouse space that was full of inventory, and which I'll discuss probably in the future some more. And this is when we were moving. We had to move out of the place, so we were looking for another location, and ended up in a storefront actually in the end, in a much smaller storefront, 1,000 square feet, which was unfortunate, but it's just the way it goes. And what is left here? And that's kind of tip of the iceberg of all the stuff I've been involved in, but that's what got framed anyway. This is just a newspaper ad that I took out in the local paper once I'd moved out into the country and in the local town, when I had my salvage, or my recycling, e-waste recycling business. So that's it there. So that's pretty much it, and yeah, that's some of the memories, some of the history that I've got. Like I said, it's tip of the iceberg. I've dealt with several other movie companies as well that I don't have mementos from. I just kind of considered it day-to-day business and never really thought to say, hey, send me a letter or try to get me autographs or something. Kind of like dealing with celebrities and everything. It was, they're just people, and it's day-to-day business, and you don't really, I don't know, didn't really think about it. So, yeah, that's my past anyway, or some of my past. So, anyway, stay tuned for some more updates. So, what do you think I should do with that stuff? Hang it up in the office, hang it up in the store, or toss it? Probably not going to toss it, but it'll be sitting on the shelf is where it's at right now. So, I don't know. Let me know what I should do with it. Leave a comment. It's history, it's ancient history, but I don't know, maybe people would be interested. Thought you guys might be interested in some of the stuff I've done and the like, so that's why I went through it with you. Anyway, yeah, stay tuned for some more. I'm sure there's going to be some more update yet. Okay, here goes another unboxing for you. This box is directly out of the shop. Victorian shaving mug. Right there. Art Deco clock. Right there. Starting to fall apart there. There we go. So there's the Art Deco glass clock. All black amethyst glass and mirror. Put that somewhere safe. I'm coming back, don't worry. Okay. And we got trophies. I just sold a whole whack of these, but I guess I've still got some. Another one of the world, or globe. Shoe. Leather shoe. Really paste Victorian candlestick there. Forget whether that's called paste or anyway, porcelain. And the Langley Ware match striker, match holder, match striker. That's what that is. Oh, more trophies. Trophies galore. Truck. Should give that one to all the truckers out there that are working the roads right now. Thank you. A horse. Curler. Roller skater. A lady roller skater and a man roller skater. Let's see. Got a bowler. Soccer player. Lady soccer player. And a skier. Right there. That's all for that box. Viewmaster projector unit. That one is. Sewing attachments. Yep. So on discs in the box there. Got some grease tubes. Oh boy. Not even, well, I'll take them out. No, there's one. The oil guys will enjoy those, I guess. 4 new old stock tune-up kits for something. Don't know for what. And somewhat recent, I guess these are from the early 90s. Labatt's Blue Maple Leafs and Canadiens and Rangers. And these are from a 57 Chevy. The backup lights to a 57 Chev. That's what those are. Get all the screws and stuff related to those out of here. Okay. Last but not least, a golf price book for 1970s batteries and accessories. Okay, let's see. And the Royalite phone center book, phone book. thing. Anyway, I gotta switch a box here, so I'll turn it off for the moment. Okay, we got a big box this time. Big box starting with, well, just kind of a modernist looking figure. And this is Gorham. Silver plate though, not sterling unfortunately. But still, a couple frames. Oh, just frames. Nothing special. Frames, frames, frames. More frames. Picture frames, picture frames. Picture frames, more frames. Picture frames. Another picture frame. Nothing special. Kind of a nice frame there. And a picture frame. Oak picture frame. Okay. Oh, and we got shades. Got two of these. Okay. And two of these. Both different, but the same. Different but similar. Repeat it up. And there. And there. These are probably from the teens or 20s. Not 2020 either. Talking 100 years probably, or thereabouts. And obviously there's something else to go with those shades. It's a fixture. There. That goes with the shades. It's a big pan fixture. I don't know if you can see that or not. One of the things is still in the box, but it's got a hole. I had that hanging in my house for quite a few years. But yeah. But it's going up for sale now. Put that back. What else we got? And this is, this is a Polaroid. These are good. These particular Polaroids. Right there. One of these. I forget now. How do they go? There's the top. And they fold out like, there we go. How do they fold out now? I can't remember. I don't want to force it. Well, I'll have to look online again. But they do fold out fairly easy. Bingo. Nope. Oh well. Anyway, there we go. Polaroid camera, line camera. And yeah. What else? It's really dramatic, and it's a wooden coat hanger. That's all we got. Okay. That's it for now. And we've got another announcement as well. Everybody's quarantined, of course, out there. Most of us are sticking around home all the time. And like I got a birthday coming up, what, on the 14th of May, so I'm gonna probably still be stuck around in my building. So Nothing's going to change. Not going to have a big party or anything. And apparently there's another guy by the name of Matt Cohen that is got a birthday on the 25th of April. So what I want you to do, everybody out there that is watching, is put a happy birthday, Matt, down in the comments. Show him some love. Everybody's stuck in quarantine, so we need to spread some happiness and love out there. So happy birthday, Matt. Take care. Make sure you spend some family time, or more family time, I guess, and enjoy your birthday. All right. Hope you have a good one. Oh, and Matt, your wife has something for you I sent a little earlier in the week. Just like that, my hat's gone. Yeah, that's the magic trick for the birthday party. Anyway, happy picking, safe picking, take care. Hey, you stayed. Good. Contest item this time is a little carved jade monkey. There he is. Monkey see, monkey do, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, there he is. I assume he's jade or soapstone, one or the other. Either way, you're getting him. He's a cute little guy. He's so 3D and everything. And carved quite well for just a little miniature thingy. Anyway, there you go. Happy picking, safe picking. Take care.